Hey, Leon. Right here. Maybe just a thought on the special teams swing in that first period. For your group to to win that special teams battle through a period like that, just how huge that was.
Yeah, it's big. It's really big in the playoffs. Special teams can win you games, and yeah, obviously we rely on that partly, but we're also working for our power play opportunities, right? We're a hard team to defend, and when we do get the chance, we'll try and capitalize.
Connor, what was very present for your team tonight that maybe you were missing in Game 1? Like, what quality showed up?
Yeah, I just thought we played a lot faster. I thought we were more connected. I thought we were a little bit more aggressive. All the things that we've been building towards. Yeah.
Connor, just over here. You obviously, as a team, showed a lot of team toughness tonight. How much do you view the power play and the success that you guys have on it as part of that team toughness?
Certainly. If they want to run around and play that type of game, then we'll play on the power play all night if that's what they want. So at the end of the day, we're not going to sit back and take it though either. I thought we did a good job of a good mix of standing in there and sticking up for one another and also kind of staying disciplined like we always talk about.
And Leon, the power play was obviously very good in the regular season, even before Evan Bouchard took it over. But how has it changed with Evan Bouchard kind of at the helm back there?
Yeah, he's brings another look. Tice was amazing at it. He was really good back there, and we loved having him. But I think Bouch maybe is a bit more of a shooter. He obviously has an absolute bomb. Not that Tice didn't, but yeah, it's I don't know how much it has changed. I feel like it hasn't that much. We've always been pretty good at it, so it just gives us another look.
Their coach was just in here saying basically one of the best way you guys defended tonight was you just didn't let them have the puck. What has to be in place as a team? What do you need to be bringing to a game to essentially have the kind of game where you're not allowing the puck to go to a team as fast as they are?
Yeah, I thought we did a much better job managing pucks. We didn't really turn many pucks over. I thought, Game 1, our turnovers kind of fed their transition and made it tough for our D to have gaps. And I thought we did a great job of getting on the forecheck and making them come through 5 guys and the full 200 feet. So, yeah.
Question for both of you. Leon, when you look at the postseason I believe now you're 6 goals away from being tied for the most in postseason history. How do you describe what you're doing? And Connor, when you see what he's doing, how do you describe it? Yeah, we're used to seeing you do this stuff, both of you really, but do you ever both have these moments where you go damn, this is really life, or are you just used to it now?
Just get ready for the next one. I think it's a cliche and everyone will say it, but that's just the way it is. That's the way we work. I'm sure that it's the way every player in this league works. You do your part and try to do it as good as you can every night. You move on. Get ready for Game 3.
Yeah, obviously he's playing on another level. And I'm not sure why anyone would be surprised at this point. He's the best player in the world a lot of nights, and he's showing that on a regular basis. And like he talked about, we're here for a lot more than just scoring goals and putting up points. That's not what it's about at all. It's not what we're doing here. So we're just part of the piece, and that's all.
Every series, Connor, is always a bit of a tug of war of who's going to dictate how it's played and things like that. You guys don't play very well in your first game. You come out here and lay a game down that the other coaches see, and we never got the puck all night. Where does that leave this series? Where does it leave a team that just walked in the door, put their best game down, won by 5 or 4 or whatever it was? How do you feel about it?
Ultimately, tonight just counts as one win. That's the way it goes. We've been on the other side of the coin where you've been blown out and you come back and it's a long series. I obviously like the way we played tonight. I think there's a lot of things that we can build on. It's a playoff series. There's gonna be ebbs and flows of it. There's going to be momentum swings, but I thought we did a good job tonight of grabbing the momentum back.
Leon, your team's averaging over 4 goals a game against Vegas all season long. 9 in these 2 playoff games. As long as the Oilers are scoring, as long as whoever your opponent is, if you're putting pucks in the net, do you feel like you've got things going the way you want? It's not 2-1 hockey here. It's more the way you want to play.
I think again that we can play any type of game that that a team throws at us, but we obviously don't want to rely on having to score 4 or 5 goals every single night. That's not how we go into games. We go into games with a mindset of defending first, and our skill set eventually will take over. And I think if we stick to that, some nights it works better than others, but if we stick to that, I like our chances.
Connor, are you at a point now where the confidence in this team is so high that when you say you're going to do something as a team, you can do it? Like, teams always say, oh, we need to have a better game in game 2. But it seems now that this team believes it every time that happens.
We got great belief in our room. A lot of teams do at this point in the season. There's only 8 teams left, so I would say every group feels pretty good about where they're at. With that being said, we've consistently shown that we can bounce back, and tonight was just another one of those examples.
Willie Ramirez with the Associated Press. For either one of you, Connor or Leon, you guys come out 4-0. We could talk about your guys' play, the offense, but you have a Calder candidate finalist who shook off a rough first game and had a pretty good game in this one. Just talk about his play to step up.
We weren't good enough in front of him in game 1, and that's hard on a goalie. Can shake you a little bit, but game 1 had nothing to do with him. It was all about the play in front of him. So, we got great belief in Stu. And he's shown it all year long that he can step up, and he's played in moments like this throughout his career. He's just doing it at the highest level now. But he's won everywhere, junior, American League. So he's a winner, and he showed that again tonight.
Jumping back to Evan, when you look at just sort of the progress he's made, not only in the power play, but overall, what stood out to both of you about the strides you've seen from him over the last 2 seasons?
Well, I think early on in the season, maybe he didn't have the stability that he needed. You saw him play last year in the playoffs and all season long. He had a great partner in Dunkey there, a veteran guy, and I think Eki is bringing that same feeling to him a little bit, and there's some familiarity. Jesus, it's hard to say. You can see what he's doing. There's confidence. He's playing his minutes, and the talent's always been there. You know that with him. So very lucky to have him.